Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play American Ninja Warrior Challenge. We are about to start Season 3. I gave Emerald a new look. Once again, we're just playing ninja dress-up right now. And let's see if I can build up Emerald's stats. So, I didn't realize that during Season 1 I wasn't being super efficient because I decided to switch out the quadruple steps and the quintuple steps. For some reason, the quintuple steps, despite being the harder of the two obstacles, yields lower stat boosts than having the quadruple steps. So I swapped them out, which is very weird. But yeah, this is the new look. I decided to go for Emerald in this time around. And we're going to do some more training, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to Vegas. Had some rough time in qualifiers in Season 1 and 2. I failed both times to get past the Wart Wall, and that was on me. I feel like that was a combination of just not having the stats and also me just messing up both times, unfortunately, just choking under the pressure, as you were. So hopefully I'll be able to build my stats up a little bit more so we can get further this time around. And I just want to talk a little bit about what I said about the schedule last time. Last time I claimed, I said that the plan was if I don't win with Emerald, I will do one final part where I play until I win. After sleeping on it, I kind of had this realization of, hey, wait a minute. What if I just, like, have a really bad time and just can't beat this game? That whole salmon ladder freezing thing is getting really tiresome at this point. It's getting really tiresome. But getting back to the idea of the scheduling is that I think what I'm going to do instead is, if I can't win as Emerald, what I'll do is, instead of doing 1 or 2 seasons per episode, I will do a full career per episode. Basically, 1 episode, 1 new person. I play that. There'll probably be some editing to speed things up, depending on how things go. And I will just keep playing till I win. That's the plan. And if things get really bad, then I'll truly do the play until I win episode. But no matter what, I'm not gonna stop making these videos until I beat stage 4. I beat the final stage of Vegas and become an American Ninja Warrior champion. That is the goal. I will not let this game beat me. I know it's possible because I know other people have done it, but I really want to achieve that, and I gotta get better. But just kind of talking about the game a little bit more, and there was the other night I was thinking about this game, and I got a little angry just thinking about it because, like, unfortunately, it's just one of those things where it's like this game could have been so much better, and it's just not. It's a lot of lazy design choices, but like, even if all of these things stayed the same, you know, you still have just all those bugs. And that's, you know, like, is this going to freeze me again? Oh, look, it does. It freezes on me, and I still don't understand what that A button... How can you even be late with that first A button? Because, like, it doesn't even make sense. Literally nothing about that first A button press being late makes sense, because it's like you're just holding onto the bar. That A button, to my understanding of how it's presented, initiates the initial thrust to start the obstacle. How can it be late? There's no timing needed because there's no movement yet. It's the start of the movement. It's the initiation of the movement. You know, like, I could understand if it's like, oh, you know, you'll lose more stamina the longer you hold on to it, but at the same time, it's like, why is that considered late? I don't know. It's just that's just a little thing about this design that annoys me a little bit. I really just hope that I can do this. So it's 14.5 feet. Used to be 14. I believe... God, I believe Season 8 was the first time that they used the 14.5-foot variety. I believe it also used to be 13 feet in A and W. What's interesting is that apparently in boot camp they used a 17-foot warped wall because they got the dimensions a bit mixed up when they built it, which is why if you go back and watch those old episodes, like pretty much everyone failed it because it's insanely difficult because it's so much taller than the Sasuke version. And I just realized I pressed the wrong button, so my bad. My mistake. Oh well. Well, fortunately in this version there's no time limit. One of the things that I saw in the comments, I apologize, I don't remember who said it off the top of my head. I'd have to look it up. Was the idea of the time limit on a course where you are allowed to redo the obstacles. And because if you notice, whenever there's a time limit, the timer is still going whenever you fail, and that includes when the timer is going up. And it creates this issue where it's like, you know, especially in the strength course with that cliffhanger, you can just become unable to, you know, clear simply because you don't have enough time because you failed an obstacle, and it creates this false dichotomy where it's like, yeah, technically you can retry multiple times, but you really can't afford to sometimes. And as we're about to see very soon with the super broken bridge after one more training event, you know, with that event you have 15 seconds to do the challenge, and if you fail you can try it again. And it's like, there's no way you can do that on a second try. There's literally not enough time to do it. Except maybe if you have like a speed rating of 100, but even then it's like, I doubt it's actually possible. And so it's just silly how they handle the timer aspect in regard to how the redo aspect goes. Works, I should say. And so it's things like that with the design that just boggles the mind. I would really like to know exactly what, you know, I guess my biggest question here is how much time did Gaming Core get to make this game, and how much time did they get to make this game? Those are like the two big questions, because those are the two biggest factors for games in terms of quality, is like how much time they have and how much money they have. And, you know, I mean, there's other factors in, as well, like obviously like just talent and sometimes luck, because, you know, but time and money make a big difference, because having the time means that you can afford to fix mistakes and try things out and see what works. And money means that you have resources to do stuff. And obviously, just putting money into a game doesn't fix everything, because there's, you know, budgeting and stuff like that, like that could help as well. But it's just, I just would like to know some of the behind the scenes. I'm not super familiar with the inner workings of GameMill, and so, you know, like I know they did the like a Nickelodeon kart racer recently, and obviously Big Rigs is like the big one. You know, you look at their stuff, it's mostly licensed, you know, games. But I just want to know, you know, what's the inner working of that company like? I'm really curious. How does the company that produced Big Rig still exist to this day? That's what I want to know. By the way, so this is the super broken bridge. For those of you who don't remember, the past 2 times I did this event, the game crashed on me. Literally crashed on me, and I had to restart from the beginning. Oh boy, look at that hair pop in and not load at the same time. So let's see if this game will crash on me once again. Shall we? Maybe if I clear the obstacle, I don't have to worry about... Darn it. Well, at least I didn't get hung up on the obstacle like the last 2 times. What's interesting is that the timer's still going even after it loads, because, like, I failed... Ooh, that was messy. I failed at 7 seconds originally, but then when I restarted, I had 5 seconds left. And let's see, will I crash? No! I think because I ended on the platform, the game is not going to crash on me. Wow! That's amazing! I'm impressed that the game didn't crash, which is really, really sad. It's actually very sad. Holy cow! Oh man, I didn't realize I had worked my focus up so high. You know what? Let's keep going. What's that old what's that meme? Like, we've already gone past the point. We've already gone too far, but let's see if we keep going. So, like, we've already passed 80 for focus. Let's see what happens when we keep going even further for the focus rating. Let's see if we can get this to 100. I'll be so focused I can't fail anything. Oh boy. I gotta amuse myself somehow. Alright, so the super wall flip is the next event after this. I am generally good at that event. The only thing that stopped me last time from completing it was just not having enough stamina to pull it off, and managing my stamina was a little tricky because it was a lower rating than any time that I attempted that event with Octavio. Because with Octavio, I went with the Rock Climber class, which has the highest, I believe, has the highest starting stamina rating. And stamina's like one of the 2 most important stats. Right now it feels like stamina and focus are the 2 most important heading into the obstacles. I could be completely wrong. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. All right, to place your bets, will my character freeze on the jump of the trampoline? Oh, look at that. It did. What a shocker. Man, I just can't believe that the character froze, on the trampoline bounce of the salmon ladder. That just literally has never happened before. Never, ever, ever happened before. Has never been an issue for me. What a well-made game. What a well-made game. It's just so tiresome at this point to see that same animation. By the way, that transition for the A&W logo, it's stuttery, and that's also annoying to see that. It's also low res, which is also annoying. It's very clearly low res. And I wish it wasn't. Oh god. There's just like little things. Like, I feel like it's a zoomed in version of that logo. It looked so bad every time it happens. You know, there was quite a handful of Wipeout games. I've never played any of them, but I wonder how they compare to this game, because those games came out in the Wii 360 era. I know there's at least 3 for the Wii. Actually, I think there might be a 4th one that was like Create and Crash. I think it was like Wipeout 1, 2, and 3 and Create and Crash. And I know there's a Connect Wipeout game and other stuff. Like I think it's a DS game or something like that. I'd be interested to see if how the Wipeout games are. There's a lot of like obstacle course based games I like to try out. You know, there's Wipeout. There was a Double Dare one for the NES. There's a Nickelodeon Guts one for the Super Nintendo. There's a few American Gliders ones. There's one for the NES and one for both the Super Nintendo and the Genesis, I believe. I would like to... didn't press A. Would like to try those out. I don't own any of those games, unfortunately. So I'd have to buy all of them. The only obstacle course licensed games I own are the Kinnikuin Bansuke Ninja Warrior / Sasuke games, which currently I actually own all of them, I'm happy to report at this point, with the exception of one, which is the second plug-and-play Sasuke game. The first Sasuke game that is a plug-and-play console I showcased in my I will do this if I hit 1,000 subscribers video that I posted. It also appears in the background of a few of my videos from this year. When I did reviews, I believe the USA versus the World and my NNL Season 4 review, as well as my Season 4 preview, I want to say. That game was in the background. It's big. But the first plug-and-play game features Sasuke and Pro Sportsman number 1, and the second one features Sasuke, Pro Sportsman number 1, and Kunoichi, which is, I believe, the only video game version of Kunoichi to exist. Now, for those of you who are unaware, because maybe you're an American Ninja Warrior fan only, which is fine, Kunoichi in Japan is an all-female version of Sasuke. Basically, in Sasuke, there's only 100 people who compete, and honestly, like, a majority of the competitors are male. That's just how it is. And so there was a spin-off that was made that was all women. The course is different, at least originally. Now that we're under the new leadership and stuff, it's still different, but it is more closely tied to Sasuke in terms of what obstacles are used. It's a long story, but basically, it's an all women's course. It's interesting. I've always liked Kunoichi. It's the original Higuchi version was more balance oriented. This newer one, led by Inui, does feature more upper body stuff for the women to do. They're both good, both the old and the new versions. I like them both. They both have their bonuses and stuff. But yeah, it's treated as just a normal Sasuke, but with just women. Sasuke also had a few other versions of it. Like, there was a kids version of Sasuke. I think A&W Junior is airing right now, and congratulations to that show. It got a second season, which actually makes it more successful than Ninja versus Ninja. And but in Sasuke, I know there was at least one kids version of Sasuke. And there's also there was a senior version of Sasuke, and I will tell you more about Sasuke after I do this wall flip event. Let's see if I can pull it off this time. Now, first thing I'm going to do, switch to Pro Controls, because Pro Controls, for those of you who don't remember, uses up less stamina, and I'm just good at the Pro Control version. The Pro Controls version of this obstacle, because it's not really that much different from the novice version, so it's not that much more difficult. It's actually fairly easy to do the wall flip on Pro. Okay, I got one wall left, about 18 seconds left. Let's do... Okay, that's more than enough, Alright, I'm going to pass this with flying colors. There we go. I'm just going to get... Now I just need to run and hit the button. Go, go, go! And boom! Just like that. 4.9 seconds left, more specifically. And there you go. I am done. Now, alright, $500. I do wish it was worth more than $500. I talked last time about how I think the economy of this game is a little skewed. It's not fully balanced. Unless because here's the thing, I haven't seen stages 2, 3, and 4 yet. Unless you get a lot of money for clearing those stages, the money system of this game is really off kilter, in my opinion. So, just getting back to Sasuke history for those of you who haven't seen it. I unfortunately have never seen Kid Sasuke or Senior Sasuke. I've seen a small clip of Kid Sasuke because it was included in the promo package of one of the Konoichi competitors. Other than that, I haven't seen a thing about Kid Sasuke. And one thing that I learned this year even is that there was an attempted spin-off of Sasuke apparently called, I believe it was called Strength Sasuke. It's basically like it's basically an obstacle course that is entirely like strength-based obstacles. And I don't mean like, to my understanding at least, it's not like upper body, but like, it might be, yeah, basically a lot of strength-based stuff. It didn't, I don't know if it lasted more than one competition, though. It didn't seem like it was very successful. You know, that's the thing with, like, the Kirin Banzuke era of Sasuke. There was a lot of, like, just trying stuff, a lot of events. There was a huge variety of events in Kirin Banzuke, or Unbeatable Banzuke, as you might have seen it on G4. Just a wide variety of events. Yeah, actually, you know, it might be fun if I tell the viewers. Whoa! I just want to point out for a second there. I am legit. I was actually thrown off for a second there because I actually bounced on the trampoline correctly without freezing. That just straight up threw me off there. It didn't freeze. Oh, and now it did. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can't have nice things forever. You know, can't have nice things like games working properly. I can't believe I'm doing this. I just, there's still a part of me that just can't believe I'm playing this game. At the same time, I'm going to be honest, I am grateful that this game came out because, just for reference, I'm recording this on the 3rd of April, and I looked at my stats for the month of March, and they were fantastic. I just want to say thank you to everyone who watched my videos in March. Wall Challenge, $2,500. I have yet to beat this challenge, partially because the Mega Wall half of it is so challenging. But I'm going to do my best. But yeah, like, most amount of subscribers in a single month in the month of March. Thank you to everyone who is newly subscribed. I greatly appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And now let's see if we can conquer this wall challenge. If it loads. This feels like a long load screen. I feel like I'm stalling for time. I was expecting that load screen to end a little quicker when I was saying that thank you. Okay. Now, the timing of this is weird. Oh, wow.
Still has 2 more attempts. Last chance.
Okay. You know what? That one felt late. I'll admit, that one felt late. Okay. Now I'm nervous for when we get to the qualifier. Oh, that's not good. Oh, boy. Oh, man, I am going to blast through Emerald's career if I cannot get up this warped wall. Ooh, boy. Should I invest money? Oh my goodness, I just realized my focus is almost maxed. I kind of want to see what happens. You know what? Let's max it out. I gotta do it. Yeah. It's going to be interesting because I need 7 more, which, okay. I'm just thinking to myself, like, what I would have to do to get to 7, because doing it twice will only get me 6, but we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of busy work in this game when it comes to just training and building up your character, but you know, you gotta add gameplay. It's kind of, I guess it makes sense that this type of game would have, like, grinding to it. I just sort of wish that it was, like, I don't know, had more obstacles available to you in the beginning, because, like, they're so expensive. The obstacles when you're making your own course are, like, $5,000 or $10,000. You know, I got $500 for doing the wall flip. And it's like, I wish you got a little bit more money at a time. Because it's tough. It's tough to unlock stuff. And I get that, like, you know, they don't want you to unlock everything right away, but, like, there are some things that are just so expensive, you know? That, like, you can definitely afford to, I don't know, I feel like they could have lowered the prices and still added a challenge to this game. Oh boy. I will say, because the freezing happens so often, it's just become a part of my timing. That, like, yeah, it is what it is. Is that display getting messed up, or was I just... Oh, yeah, it's bugged. Look at where she is in relation to the ladder. Yep, it's bugged. It bugged on me again. Great. She was magically floating higher than where the last rung was. Oh boy. I thought the command prompts were looking a little wonky. And that's wonky, not wonky, not to be confused with Michelle Wonky. I'm sorry, that's a bad joke, but I need to find ways to amuse myself when I'm doing this. Like, look at this. This is a major event, and it's only $500. I don't get it. I feel like this should have been worth at least $1,000. You know? At least $1,000. That makes sense. Okay. I really hope I don't mess up the warp wall again. I've been hilariously focusing on focus so much that we'll have to see if this works in my favor at all, or if I've just made a horrible mistake. We'll have to see. But man, doing the custom courses is just so much better than doing the 3 presets that they have in terms of both building their stats and just being able to do it. Because, like, you don't got to worry about failure in terms of time failure. You don't got a time limit. So, you know what I'm going to do? A swish. Because I can do this one pro pretty easily. Just got to make sure I spin. There we go. I'm going to let go when it tells me. There we go. Yay, thank you. Technically, I am done, but whatever. There you go. All right. Now, once again, and this is sort of like, again, this right here just highlights a fundamental problem of this game. Holy crap, it didn't freeze. That's amazing. Is that just there's just so little variety of obstacles in this game that they put the salmon ladder in the freaking qualifier round before the warped wall, and again, you got the cliffhanger. It's amazing just how few options they have for this game. I really hope I don't mess this up. There. Oh boy, I am getting all these button prompts wrong.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
Oh.
Man, I think she's running out of gas.
Yeah, I'm wasting a lot of stamina. Yep.
She's done. You better bring your A game and the whole dang alphabet.
Oh boy, that might cost me. I hope it doesn't. But yeah, I tried rushing, and I just made so much mistakes that, like, it's just completely draining my stamina. It's interesting.
Up a lot of it. At some point, you just gotta go.
I'm hitting it too early. I'm hitting it so early that it thinks I'm late. I think that's what's happening. Come on. There we go. I got a little stamina boost. Oh boy. Why am I having so much difficulty all of a sudden on this obstacle?
Fatigue is going to be a factor here.
Oh, come on, come on. No! Oh, I'm gonna fall right at the end, aren't I? Oh! No, 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 no.
That practice time in your gym. Last chance.
I only got 3 tries. But I thought I changed the settings to 5 tries. Didn't I?
Now that's how you do that.
Why am I doing so bad at the timing all of a sudden? Okay, I didn't even press the button and she... No! What? I'm speechless at the moment. God, this is going exactly like Octavio did. Hold on, let me check something here. I need to check the options to see what's going on. 'Cause I'm just really confused at the moment. Yeah, it says retry attempts 4, but yet it still gives me the standard 2. So apparently the retry attempts don't refer to career mode at all. It only refers to the options. I'm sorry. I'm just kind of blown away at the moment. This is not how I was expecting this to go. Yeah. I need a moment to I know this is going to sound weird because it's a video game. I just need to cool off for a minute because I'm just kind of confused at the moment of why like even bother giving you the options of how many retries you should get in the options mode when it only applies to, I guess, quick play, because you only get 1 try in ranked, so I guess it only applies to quick play, and apparently it doesn't apply to career mode. So why put it in the options menu? Put it in quick play. Make it one of the options in quick play mode. Yeah. All right. I'm going to regroup, and I will start Season 4 next time. But until then, thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I can get over this slump I'm experiencing.